Cats fans, it's Ben Reeve here with the recap show for this week. Unfortunately, Cats didn't play that well on the weekend. Well, we did for a little bit, but that third quarter cost us big time. And Saints did the job on us, and we lost by 10 points. So not the greatest weekend from our boys, but you can't win them all, as they say. I think we're now seventh on the ladder, if I'm not mistaken. 5-4 record on the year, similar to 2020. We did make the grand final that year. I think I might be kidding myself if I think that's where we're going to get to by the end of this year. But one can dream, can't they? So I think a lot's got to go right from here on in. We've seen 9 weeks of football. I don't think we can make that argument that it's still early. I know that's been what we've said a lot the last few weeks. It's not to say that it can't click, but I think teams get to a point throughout a year where the coach's message gets a little bit lost on them if they don't see the results. And there's only so long you can believe in the message. So I'm hopeful that I'm proven wrong. I'm just starting to feel like those top four, definitely top two, chances are gone. And now it's more realistic that let's just hope to make finals and hope things click in over 4 weeks in September if we can make the finals. It's not. I guess that's probably what I'm hoping for now. We're seventh. We've been win loss for the last 6 weeks. We'll probably win against Port Adelaide, even though they're on a 4-game winning streak. We'll see what happens, I suppose. Some positives out of the game, though. I thought Sam De Koning, again, say this most weeks, but he just seems to take another step every week, doesn't he? Just amazing what we're seeing from that young man. I think he's going to ask for a bit of money in the next few years. He still needs to put on a bit of size. There's a few instances where he was got pushed out of a couple of contests there, which led to marks inside 50. But he had 11 intercept marks on the day. 11 intercept possessions on the day. Really impressive, and one of the leading backmen in that category this year, if not the leading backman. Crazy when you think that's really what Tom Stewart's role's been. Tom's been more up on the wing this year when Sam De Koning's been in the side. Really like Tom's fourth quarter. Tom Hawkins' fourth quarter. I'll get my words right eventually. Couple of goals. Can't ask much more than that. Jezza got a goal too. So between the two of them, they did reasonably well in the fourth quarter. It's just the damage had been done, unfortunately, there in the third after some pretty good efforts in the first and second, and to a degree in the fourth as well. But it was hard. It was hard to come back from being down and just changing that momentum that was clearly heavily in St Kilda's favour by that point in time. I really love Tui's torpedo kick into the middle of the ground. That's always great to see. I guess the other thing, if you want to be a couple of inches either side, a few of those goalposts that we hit, 4 of them I think there was, and there was a goal line review as well. So, at a 10-point loss, a few of those things that went either side of the goalpost really changes things a bit. So, still want the win. Honourable losses don't taste very nice. What are you going to do? But anyway, so there's a few positives. I guess coming to the negatives, seems like the Saints have got our measure a little bit. Yeah, we're on a 6-game winning streak against them, but the last 2 games we played them last year, we didn't. They looked like the better team in both of those games, and in this game we didn't really look at their level at all. So I'm a bit worried about playing them again in future. Especially if we played them in September this year, I'd be concerned that they know what it takes to beat us now. So I was very concerned about a 34-year-old ruckman doing the job against us. Ruck issues is not a new issue at Geelong, and there's probably no point going on about it week after week. It is what it is. We don't have. Stanley's been reasonable this year, but the gap between his best and worst, as it always has been, is really, really big. And unfortunately, whether it be form or look more like injury on the weekend, he just wasn't up to it. And Paddy Ryder pretty much won the game. Or a lot of the things that Paddy did helped Saints put themselves into a position to win the game. Reece, good start again, but just couldn't keep it going. And after I think he might have hurt himself a little bit. But whether that had a role to play in it, I'm not sure. But regardless, I still want Blitzarves to be a number one ruck. I think he's so damaging through the mid, but what are you going to do? Um, happy with Joel Selwood getting 11 clearances, but not happy that he had twice as many as the next person. He's 34 years of age in a couple of weeks. Where's everyone else? Where's the rest of the mids doing it? Who's going to step up? This was the year to step up. If anything, Guthrie and Parfitt have stepped back a little bit, and that's a bit of a concern with the transitioning side over the next few years. That we really need them to become A graders, and not everyone who plays AFL is going to become an A grader, but just a bit of a concern for our club that we haven't really had those guys who are those A minus or B graders that really haven't taken that next step. So we'll see what happens. They might come good before the end of the year. I don't want to single them out too much. As I said, it's I am just worried that we're relying too much on Selwood, and Dane's just looking a bit of a shadow of his past self. He'll have a good game and a bad game, and that's just the gaps between his best and worst are becoming quite large as well. Tom Stewart, lots of possessions, lots of drop marks. You don't see that much from Tommy, but I think everyone was a bit frustrated with the way things were going. And Jezza, inconsistent one week to the next. One week he'll kick 5 or 6, the next week he'll kick none or one. He got a goal late to make it look a little bit better in the fourth quarter, but yeah, pretty quiet. Well held all game. So anyway, I gave the 1 vote for me to Tom Adkins. Thought he, like he does most weeks, he's just doing all the hard stuff. He's working hard. He never gives up. You don't notice him a whole lot. He doesn't command the headlines, all the TV time, and I don't think I've ever heard him speak, to be honest. But yeah, he's doing all the right things week after week. So I love the guy. Joel Selwood, mentioned him earlier, 10 or 11 clearances at 33, going on 34. Amazing player. We're going to miss him next year when he's gone. And I gave the 3 votes to Zach Tui. I just thought he was good all night long. Really damaging. Probably our most damaging player on the day. And he had clearly deserved the 3 votes. My 3 votes, and I think on Twitter most people had him as the best player on the ground as well. So next week we've got Port at Kardinia Park. Port's coming off a 4-game winning streak. It's the first game, funnily enough, that they've played at Kardinia Park since 2017. So 5 years since they last played there. Seems like we always play them in Adelaide at the moment, but we've got them down there. It's the first time Stephen Motlop's been back to Geelong in a while too. So interesting to see what kind of reception he gets. Hopefully it's a reasonably warm one, and Port has a comfortable loss to the tune of 119 points. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Last time we played them, though, we got done pretty bad in the qualifying finals last year. Lost by 43 points at Adelaide Oval. That wasn't too great. Bounce back the next week as we do in semi-finals, but yeah, didn't put ourselves in a good position there, and got a few players sick in the prelim, and a bit of bad form as well, and just couldn't get it done against a rampaging Melbourne. So yeah, Port's we're playing Port for a 4-game winning streak, and they beat us last time. So, but yeah, as I said, they haven't played at Geelong for a while, so we'll see. We should get Jed Buse back, which will be good. Port's likely to get their captain back in Tom Jonas. So yeah, I guess pretty even. Interesting to see who we rest this week. I'm not sure if anyone will get a rest. Wait and see. I think probably Mitch Nevitt might have a break. He wasn't too. He didn't get a lot of it on the weekend. But anyway, onwards and upwards. Hey, Cats fans. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you on the next show. Probably tweets of the week in a day or two time. Okay, take care.